Hey guys, what's up? Spenny here. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through the new investor presentation that they just released. In this new presentation, they are giving us a clear indicator what they plan on using all of this cash with. They have over $400 million now. And let me just say, it's really clear what they're going to do. So I want to show you guys this indicator. And then also the second thing I want to show you is the effects of all of the dilution that has occurred over the past 3 months. It's really interesting. It's important for you guys to know how it's affected the share price. So I'm going to be using a really simple formula to show you guys what I'm talking about. Anyways, I think this is going to be a different video than what you're used to seeing. And I think you guys are going to like it. So make sure you watch till the end. But before we do dive into this video, make sure to drop it a big thumbs up. It really helps out with the channel. And make sure you subscribe if you want to see more Nano Dimensions updates. I do cover this stock a lot on this channel. And for those of you who are living in the United States, make sure you check out that Webull link down below in the description. If you sign up and deposit just $100, you'll get 4 free stocks. Now, with all that being said, let's dive straight into this. So you can see here the investor presentation was updated on December 17th. So just about a week ago now. Now, I do want to dive into the share price and what has been going on with it, because for a lot of you who have been following Nano Dimensions, you probably noticed the market cap is about 1.21 billion right now, and we have a share price of $8.77. But I mean, just 3 months ago, this market cap was around 100 million. So the math's not adding up. So I'm going to be doing a simple formula showing you guys where the share price would be if we never saw dilution. Let me just say, the share price would be up massive if we never had dilution. But I'll explain more about that dilution in a second, and you guys will understand what I'm talking about. But before we get into that, I do want to talk a little bit about the cash on hand. So here, Nano Dimension tells us that over the last 6 years, they've invested about 60 million in R&D. So that's really not that much over a 6-year period, considering we have $430 million and no debt now. So really, when I see this, I'm either thinking, okay, are they planning on like 5xing their spending on R&D over the next 6 years? Or are they going to use all this cash for something else? To me, the most logical explanation is that they're going to do the merger or an acquisition with all this cash. It is in their investor presentation that they do say that they might be using this money on an acquisition. I think that's pretty obvious to me. I don't see them 5xing their spending on R&D. So I think at some point in the near future, we're going to have to see some kind of acquiring of a new company or a merger or something along those lines very soon. To me, it's just a matter of time. I think it is coming very soon though, guys, so get ready for that. So moving on from that now, I do want to talk about all the share dilution and how it's affected the share price. This is something you guys kind of do need to understand. It's good to understand not only for this stock, but any stock you're invested in. So at the current moment, we have 138 million current outstanding shares. But over the last 3 months, we've added 91 million shares. So before this, we only had about 47 million outstanding shares. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So as you can see here, before October 5th, we had outstanding shares of 47 million. I drew in here. This is when they closed 16.9 million registered direct offering. So this was the start of the dilution. So 16.9 million accounts for about 7.3 million shares. So they added 7.3 million shares to the outstanding share count. And then they continued to dilute shareholders more by adding $50 million of direct offering. And that 50 million was about 16.7 million more shares added. And then continuing on in November, they closed a $100 million deal. That was about 25 million extra shares being added to the total outstanding share count. And then just this month in December, we closed a 60 million one, which was about 12 million shares. And then the 180 million one, the big one recently, which was about another 30 million shares. So in total, that accounts for 91 million shares they added to the outstanding share count, guys, up from only 47 million. That's a lot of dilution. So I do want to show you guys the effect it's having on the stock price right now. You can see here that around October 5th, that time when we first start seeing dilution, the stock was only trading at $2.35. Now we're up to about $8.77. But if we still had that same share count, I want to show you guys where it actually would be trading. But the stipulation is here, we probably wouldn't have 3x'd since this time if it wasn't for all these direct offerings. This was ADS, so these shares were bought up immediately upon them being offered. So it's not your typical dilution. But just for the explanation purposes, I do want to show you guys the effect share dilution does have. So looking at what I've wrote out here, at the top we have the current outstanding shares of 138 million. Pre-dilution we had 47 million, and our current share price is $8.77. Current market cap is 1.22 billion. So that's important to note. And the pre-dilution market cap was only 100 million. So the market cap has 12x, but obviously the share price hasn't 12x'd, and that is because of the dilution. So I'm going to show you guys a really simple math formula to calculate where the share price would be. So if we want to get our current share price, what we do is we take the current market cap of 1.22 billion, divide that by 138 million, which is the current outstanding shares, and we get the current share price of $8.77. But if we wanted to calculate what the share price would be pre all of this dilution, what we do is take the current market cap, 1.22 billion, divide that by 47 million, which used to be the outstanding shares, and we get a share price of $25.50. Yes, that is pretty crazy, I know, but that is the effect dilution has. The market cap goes up, but the share price doesn't go up as fast as it would. This stock has had some pretty extreme amount of dilution, but I don't believe we would be at $25 a share if it wasn't for this dilution, because this offering wasn't your typical share dilution. These shares were immediately bought as they were closed, and this added a substantial amount of money on the balance sheet, which this company didn't have before all of this. So yes, we would be at $25 a share, but this stock wouldn't have moved like it has if it wasn't for all of this cash on the balance sheet now. So this dilution was a good thing. But when you look at it this way, it's like, well, damn, we would have 12x, but in reality, we never would have, because we have $430 million because of it. And that is not a small chunk of change considering the size of this company. So guys, that is the video I have for you today. Just a quick one to kind of give you guys an explanation on how share dilution has affected this stock, my thoughts on it, and of course, what I think they're going to be doing with all this money. I think it's a no-brainer. They better be acquiring some company with all of this, because I don't see any reason why they would need $430 million just in R&D. Just doesn't make any sense. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching till the end. Really appreciate that. I'll see you guys on the next video.